And welcome back to the journey to the FarLands. I bet you thought this was over. Obviously, of course, it's not. So, let's head out, find west, and get going. Well, I'm going to stick with tradition for now, since that seems to be the easiest thing to do. And according to tradition, I start out by giving the world size report. According to Windows, the Journey to the FarLands game save takes up 836 megabytes. And according to Minecraft, it takes up 838.99. Let's see if we can't get that over a gigabyte. That would be progress. And according to the compass, that would be progress in the right direction. Okay, let me check my sound levels, because that sounded a bit loud to me. Anyway, I must admit that this particular series has had a very choppy history since it started on November 3rd, 2012. It was in response to a situation where I was desperately in need of funds for heating and so on. And a lot of really great people came through big time to help me out. And I was so appreciative of that I figured that the only sensible thing to do was to do something to try to give back in some way. And so I started my journey to the FarLands, emulating Kurt J. Mack, in the idea of walking to the FarLands for the purpose of raising money for a charity. And I started out, I was going pretty steadily then. At first it was actually very steady. Okay, the sounds still seem to be a bit loud to me, but it probably, no, it is, it's my headset settings. Okay, so I started out and I was pretty steady at first, and then there became more and more breaks and gaps in the progress. Excuse me. Pardon the silent movie act here, but I suddenly started coughing really bad, and I didn't think anybody really wanted to listen to that. So I muted the mic and did the best I could to keep going. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, a very choppy beginning. Well, it was a steady beginning, but still a choppy history, because I would have times where I would be fairly regular and consistent, steady, producing new episodes, and then there would be times when it would go weeks or months, sometimes, between episodes. Oh, excuse me. And so it went for pretty much the first year of the journey to the FarLands, with a total of 33 episodes produced. The last one being number 33 on September the 17th of 2013. So more than a year. And after that last episode, there was something of a blow when my brother died. About 2 weeks after that episode was made, in fact. Pardon me, I have to mute again. Ah, that's better. And, well, then I've been caught up in assorted stuff and things, as some might say. And I am now getting back to this journey once again. The journey's not over because we're not at the FarLands, nor has the fundraising goals been reached. And I intend fully to reach those goals. And I do say goals, plural, because as most of you probably already know, there are more than one goal now. Or is more than one goal. Whatever. There is the original goal of raising, I don't remember the exact number just this moment, but it was $6,000 some odd dollars for Child's Play. That goal remains. And since then, there's been a new goal added. And that goal is to raise at least $5,000, ideally more, of course, for my brother's family, because they were left without an income when he died. And in the months since then, that situation has not changed for the better at all. As a matter of fact, it has changed for the worse. And I mean, let's face it, folks, this is my brother we're talking about and his family. And that means a lot to me, and I feel an obligation, a righteous obligation, to try to help. And since I can't help financially myself, I don't have any money. I mean, you know me. I'm always broke. I can barely manage to afford heat, and most of the time I can't do that without help myself. But still, I have to do something. I can't just sit by and watch their household and their lives all fall apart without at least trying to do something. And so I started trying to raise money. I started doing a lot of live streaming, and while I intend to continue live streaming, I have found that doing that on a daily basis is just a little bit more than I can manage. And so, the live streaming will continue, and those live streams will vary between some form of Minecraft and Kerbal Space Program and EVE Online, and perhaps even a few other things as well. Okay, let's get this bed down. Get through the night. And continue. And so this is where my journey to the FarLands gets a little bit more life into it. Oh, excuse me for coughing so much. I really can't help it. This flu bug that I got this year turned out to be a really nasty mother, and it included a nasty cough to go with it. Sort of an extra bonus sickness, if you will, or whatever. But anyway, I've decided that the journey to the FarLands is going to be a lot more visible now. I'm going to be doing it a lot more often. And as a matter of fact, there will be no less than 2 episodes per week. And on days when I can't manage to bring myself to sit in front of the camera and record a regular vlog, then I will do Journey to the FarLands. Because, well, just because. Maybe I want to make up for lost time, for lost progress. I mean, in this same amount of time, Kurt J. Mack's first, in this same amount of time when Kurt J. Mack started, he made I don't know how many episodes and raised I have no idea how many thousands of dollars for Child's Play, and that's awesome. That's great. In this same amount of time, I could have maybe seen more success had I been more consistent and regular about it. I mean, you ask people, what is the secret to success on YouTube? And every single one of them, one time or another, at one point in their answer, they are going to tell you to be consistent, to be regular, to be something that your viewers can depend on and count on, to know that you're going to be putting out this content at an expected time, an expected pace. If it's a once-a-week episode, or if it's a twice-a-week, or a daily episode, or whatever, they know you're going to do it. And so, since vlogging, for me, has, for the large part, not all, but for the large part, it has been a daily video thing for me, then it will continue. And it will continue to be a daily video thing. Most recently, I used a gimmick that I came up with, video every day in December. And I pushed myself to make a video every single day for this most recent December of 2012 or 2013. And I got it done. It wasn't quite easy, but I did get it done. It might have been easier had I broken out Minecraft 1.7.3 beta and made a few more episodes of Journey to the FarLands. What do you think? I think it would have been a lot easier to do the daily video thing had I done that. And so I'm going to be doing that now. And I hope nobody minds, because really, what is a vlog but primarily you're listening to somebody talk about whatever it is they're going to talk about. And I think that there's no reason a person can't do a vlog while walking to the FarLands in Minecraft. I mean, sure, it's the same thing. I'm talking about whatever it is I'm going to talk about, and I'm just doing it within the setting of Minecraft as I walk towards the FarLands. Oh, I will, however, be grateful when this cough is finally gone. Because trust me, as much as you don't like hearing it, I hate doing it even more. Anyway, so there you have it. Here I am, and that's where I'm going. Destination FarLands, objective raising money for charity. And the charities are two. There is the original childsplaycharity.org thing, which the donation widget for that is still and will remain on the donate page at TinFoilChef.com/donate. And also on that same page is another donate button that is there specifically for raising money for my brother's family to help them through this very impossible time. As I said, their situation really hasn't changed except for the worse since he died. You gotta love that Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 terrain generation. You just gotta love it. Anyway, as for an update on their situation, while since I've been trying to raise money for them in live streams and videos and so on, there have been a number of donations, and we are all very grateful for each and every one of those. And they have helped. The unfortunate blunt fact, however, is that they're currently just as close to having everything shut off and losing everything now as they were when I first started trying to raise funds for them. There have been donations, and the donations have helped, but only in that it has prevented shut-off notices from being executed. They are still a good 3 months behind on phone and electric, and the one good thing in the whole mess is that when he died, they owned their home outright, which means they at least can't be thrown out for non-payment of rent because they don't have to pay rent. Of course, that doesn't say anything about Uncle Sam and property taxes and such, but some way or another that will be dealt with eventually. And it's not quite as an immediate threat, as much of an immediate threat as things like having utilities turned off in January or February, and when the temperatures are super really bad cold and people's health isn't the best at the best of things anyway as it is. Anyhow, I don't want to sound like I'm rambling or beating a dead horse or anything, because this horse is very much alive. This whole situation is very much alive and very pressing and present. And so, I'm going to continue. I'm going to use this to help me do what I know full well that I should have been doing from the beginning, and that is being consistent about this thing. And so, at the very minimum, let's see, what is today? Today is Friday. All right. Then at the very minimum, every Friday and every Monday, there will be an episode of Journey to the FarLands. And it is entirely possible that as inspiration, mood, and opportunity all conspire together to get me doing so, there will be other episodes of Journey to the FarLands during the course of the week. And meanwhile, it's time to find a place to park for the night. Okay. Get a little hole in the wall dug out here. Throw a torch up on the wall. Okay, let's throw a bed down here. And get ready for next time. Oh. All right, that should be about everything. Okay. Well, I guess that's pretty much about it for this episode. There will be more, and they will be soon. In the meantime, I appreciate your support and patience and so on and so forth. And remember to stop by TinFoilChef.com/donate. All donations are very, very much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.